How to promote positive co-worker communication. Gossip and rumors and workplace busybodies are the enemy of nonprofit organization success. When toxic talk infects your volunteers, directors may be tempted to throw up their hands and just give in. They may often feel powerless to counteract the damage caused by disparaging comments and persistent negativity, believing you can't change human nature. But tolerating these harmful behaviors is not the best solution for your center. Volunteering should be measured, objective, culturally sensitive, and thoughtful, and take the necessary time and effort to ensure that your organization achieves its goals for the community it supports. Dr. Michelle Mazur says in an article called How to Stop Office Gossip Once and for All, says this: happy employees, and I think we could change that to say happy volunteers, rarely feel the need to gossip. They might need to vent on occasion when a project is stressing them out, but gossip about the director or the board or the organization? Not really. For the most part, they are happy, treated well, and empowered. Why gossip about a problem when you can fix it? Unhappy volunteers are prone to gossip. Why? They feel powerless to change their situation. Perhaps the director is not open to their constructive criticism. If the volunteer speaks up, their ideas are disregarded, or legitimate complaints are treated like treason against the center or against the director. Gossip is a sign of powerlessness. And if you are serious about ending gossip for good, then empower your volunteers. You start by step 1, rebuilding trust. Unhappy volunteers don't trust the director, the management, the board of directors. Empowering volunteers requires a complete overhaul of the center's culture and, at the very least, management style. And this starts by rebuilding trust. If the volunteers were shut down in the past when they tried to make positive change, they're not going to believe your 360-degree turnaround right now. So take an honest interest in your volunteers. Have a real conversation with them about things other than center talk. Ask how they are and be interested in their answer. Find out what their everyday life is like at work. They will be hesitant at first, but if you are sincere in wanting better for them, your organization will then come around. Listen with a compassionate ear. Compassionate ear will always help improve morale. Once you've begun building trust, it's time to start listening with a compassionate ear. You may not like what you're going to hear, but you must not take what they tell you personally. Focus on the solutions to the problems that you hear over and over again. Don't play favorites. Let's face it, directors sometimes have to enforce very unpopular policies that come down from the board of directors. The volunteer may not agree with your organization's policy, but it must be applied to all volunteers. If one volunteer continually slips out early and the director knows about it, does nothing, then that person can become the target of gossip, and so can the director. You know what kills morale, and that is directors who play favorites. Apply all policies, even the awful ones, equally. Now finally, take action. You know what you can do and what you can't do to improve morale. Start by slowly rebuilding trust. You've listened to honest conversations. Now it's time to take action. Do something to improve morale. Something needs to come of those conversations that your volunteers have entrusted you with. So here's what I want you to do. Rebuild trust. Listen compassionately and don't play favorites, and stop the gossip and rumors before they start. Now before you go, join Monday Minute to get the rest of the story. Now keep up the good work you're doing. You are making a difference, and the other side just can't stand it. Thanks for listening to the Monday Minute.